Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasada Yasya prasadat.
Spiritual life is basically approaching a spiritual master for knowledge. A spiritual master is not the body, it's actually the knowledge, The vani, as Prabhupada said, is more important than vapu.
When you feel separation from your spiritual master, you just try to remember his words of instruction, he will not feel separation. He will feel that he is with you. So we should associate by the vibration, not by the physical presence. That is real association.
So, vani is more important than the vapu. Vapu will be finished. This is material body. It will be finished. That is the nature. But if we keep to the vani, to the words of spiritual master, then we remain very fixed up.
We're always feeling your presence very strongly. Simply by your teachings and your instructions. We're always meditating on your instructions.
And that is real presence. Physical presence is not important.
Because, as we all know, familiarity breeds contempt. So if a person is familiar, then you tend to, abuse that relationship. Whereas when you hear the instruction, then you tend to become, more serious, because knowledge is the essential aspect of spiritual life, as Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, text 2, evam parapara proktam imam rajarishu viduha sa kaleneha mata yoga nasta parantapaha. You say that this parampara, the kings, saintly kings heard it, heard, know. So it is not that they saw, it was more on hearing. And then yoga nasta, Krishna says, this science has been lost. He didn't say the body has been lost. He didn't use the word sarira nasta. See? So therefore, also in the Bhagavatam 2:9, there's no difference between the Lord and the sound, vibration coming from Him, even though He is not personally present. The best way to understand is to accept such divine instruction, and Brahma, the prime spiritual master of everyone, is the living example of this process of receiving transcendental knowledge. The potency of the transcendental sound is never minimized because the vibrator is apparently absent. See this point. So the vani principle is stressed in all our Vedic literatures. It is said, Shrotravya. He says you hear, and our Shastra are called Shruti, to be heard. It's never to be seen. The seeing thing is never emphasized at all. And anyway, looking at the context, only Srila Prabhupada is giving the message. And everyone is becoming devotees by reading his books. That means reading books means hearing him. They are not seeing Prabhupada. And how is that by not seeing Prabhupada they are becoming devotees? This is excellent proof that how the Vani principle is so potent.
What about specific guidance on my day-to-day advancement in Krishna consciousness?
Morning walk at Chivert Hills Golf Course, May 13, 1973, Los Angeles. Paramahamsa Swami was asking this question. Srila Prabhupada, when you are not present with us, how is it possible?
How is it possible to receive instructions?
For example, in questions that may arise?
Well, the questions and answers are there in my books.
So the question is that answers are in the books. So day to day, you just have to read Prabhupada books, and if you don't understand, Prabhupada say you read it again, and the answers are there.
So utilize whatever time you find to make a thorough study of my books, then all your questions will be answered. In my books, the philosophy of Krishna consciousness is explained fully, so if there is anything which you do not understand, then you simply have to read again and again. By reading daily, the knowledge will be revealed to you, and by this process, your spiritual life will develop.
So where's the question of having no directions? And plus, Krishna also said in the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, there's a verse in the 11:29:6 of the Bhagavatam, O my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not fully express their in-depthness to you, even if they are endowed with the prolonged life of Brahma. For you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya, internally as a super soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. So where's the question of having no guidance?
I shall remain your personal guidance, physically present or not. As I am getting personal guidance from my Guru. Even the Guru is not physically present. If you follow the vani, then you are getting help. Yes, yes. Just like Krishna is guiding us, similarly spiritual master will guide.
See, and for that Srila Prabhupada set up the society, even when he was at that time in the material world doing his pastimes, he set up the temples where the temple president and secretary and everybody run the society. And if anyone comes, they give the guidance physically, like for example how to put tilak and how to wear, how to chant, all that, the basic things are guided. Because he trained them up. And he was not physically with each and every one of us. See, but that instruction is flowing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.